Do you remember a few weeks ago when I asked you guys to vote for where I should go? Well, hold on, let me backtrack for a second. A few weeks ago, I figured out that I needed one more flight to be flown by the end of May for me to be able to get bumped up to silver status with British Airways. So instead of just going wherever for a couple of hours, I put it out to the loving Londoners to tell me where I should go. Most of you very nicely voted for me to go to Milan because I had explained in the video I would go see my friend, and you guys all wanted me to be able to do that. Thank you. But once the voting finished, my friend and I couldn't work our schedules out, so I ended up purchasing tickets for the runner-up, which was Amsterdam. Fast forward to last week, and I was up at 5 a.m. in order to catch my flight to Amsterdam for a grand total of a 7-hour visit. My flight was supposed to take off at 7:40 in the morning, but it ended up being delayed for about an hour, which means my 7-hour visit got cut down to just 6 hours. But hey, that's how travel works. You just gotta roll with the punches. Once I touched down in Amsterdam, I headed to the train station, bought my train ticket, realized I bought the wrong type of train ticket, had to get that fixed. Once that was fixed, I hopped on the Sprinter train into the center of Amsterdam. I had a very loose plan of what I wanted to do on the day. There was a couple of areas I wanted to visit and a couple of shops as well, but that was kind of it. I'm gonna go check out this area called the 7 Streets and get something to eat because I'm a lot of starving. The 9 Streets is this great little area with lots of shops and restaurants and cafes. So the first thing I did was head there, and I stopped at Pluck to get myself a smoothie bowl. It was a very Instagram-y place. Once I had a little bit of food in my belly, it was time to walk around and explore the area. It's pretty nice to travel on your own if you've never tried it. I would give it a go. You literally do anything that you want without having to worry about what anybody else thinks. So I wandered around, popped into some cute little shops, took photos at my leisure, and filmed myself like a weirdo. I got some strange stares. Before long, I only had a couple of hours before I had to be back at the airport, so there was 3 things left I wanted to do. There was 2 sustainable clothing shops I wanted to visit, and I also wanted to get myself a decent meal before I headed back. The first shop I wanted to visit was called Charlie and Mary, and as you might know from that Google campaign that I participated in, I only really purchase clothes if they're secondhand or if they're made sustainably and ethically, so Charlie and Mary has sustainable and ethical clothing. I found myself a nice pair of black trousers that were made with a very small sliver of a percentage of the amount of gallons that it usually takes to create a pair of jeans. It's usually around like 14,000 gallons, I think, for one pair. So these jeans were a score because I needed them. On the way to the next shop, I found this lovely little park where I took a load off, enjoyed the atmosphere, and got harassed by some scary looking ducks. Then I made it to Studio Jux & Co., another sustainable clothing store where I found myself a cute little summer dress. And the final thing on my Amsterdam mission was to get a pretty nice bite to eat. I was quickly losing time, so I thought it was best to walk back towards the direction of the train station so I wouldn't be too far from there when I was eating, but that was the worst mistake. I got too far to turn back when I realized that I was within the midst of tourist trap central. I literally couldn't find any good place to eat that wasn't too far from the station. And I kind of wish I'd had the local guide to Amsterdam or some kind of love in Amsterdam or something to help me out because I was lost. After getting pretty hungry, I ended up settling on this bagel cafe and just had a sandwich there before I left, but I was so disappointed. And well, that wraps up my 6 hours in Amsterdam. Maybe you guys should choose more places for me to go. Put some ideas down in the comments, although this suggestion could get very expensive. Thanks for watching, see you in the next video.